one of these two people are harder to listen to? Which one do you get more cognitive dissonance from? Kelly Loeffler, the Republican senator running in Georgia, or Cenk Uygur, the guy who's pretending to be a progressive, but he's not for Medicare for all?
What David Perdue and I have been doing is fighting to make sure that every single Georgian can live the American dream. Like President Trump, we're business people, we're political outsiders. We went to Washington to work for you, and I've committed to you I will never bring Washington to Georgia. I am taking Georgia to Washington. And look, there's a lot going on up there.
The whole state.
Hold the line on. And right now, what's under attack is our basic freedoms in this country. Yes, we need better health care. We have to have health care that protects pre-existing conditions. It has to be affordable and accessible. Obamacare has failed Georgia. 130,000 Georgians have lost health care thanks to Obamacare. We have to make sure that every single Georgian has access to this. It's affordable and protects pre-existing.
Wow, so Kelly Loeffler is going to be the person who gets Georgia health care. The right-wing Republican who voted with Trump 100% of the time she's the one that's going to get us health care. Cenk Uygur, you got a response?
A couple got caught making more than 100 tapes where a woman is having sex with dogs. 3 different dogs.
Please. Making love to dogs.
Apparently,
I don't want this show to get dirty.
This is a very sad story, okay? Because this woman.
Oh, it's sad already.
Right. That woman.
I feel bad for that dog.
That woman was taped more than 100 times having sex with 3 different dogs, and the gentleman in that picture was taping her. And what happened was, the woman's son found the tapes and reported her to the police.
Okay, I have to tell you, this story has so many twists and turns.
It seriously does.
This is the story of the day. Let's hear it.
August 8th, 2008. This is still on the Young Turks channel. So they have, they know that it's up there. It's, out there for the whole world. 172,736 views. August 8th, 2008. So this is a viewpoint Cenk has put out there for the whole world for 12 years now.
Let's get real. Okay. He's looking for prescription drugs for his mom, runs into these tapes, and you know what he does? He turns them in to the cops. Man, you want to talk about a snitch.
He's trying to make it look like he's just, playing around and making jokes, but I believe Cenk Uygur's position is pro-bestiality. The video is having sex with dogs. Bro? What? What the fuck? No, Cenk. No.
Man, you especially had your mom having sex with dogs? Man, I'd have buried those tapes, man. See, cops, you must be crazy. I'd have broken them, smashed them, and then, lit them on fire and then buried them in my backyard. What are you, nuts? Man, what kind of people have some messed up sons? I think the son's more messed up than the parents.
So, he's still making jokes, but, you're telling me, my God. Are you... What?
Did you read the police report?
Yeah, Cenk, did you read the police report? What the fuck?
Oh, here we go.
Everything that you could possibly imagine.
Okay, all right, let's...
Every sexual...
How does he ignore that? How does he ignore that part?
These 3 dogs. And what she would do is she would tape it all, okay? She would tape it all, and she would try to sell them on the internet.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. But here's the thing, who's going to pay money to, first of all, the piece...
Goodness gracious. All right, let's go back to Loeffler. Let's get some sanity.
Existing conditions. But we also have to protect school choice. Look at what's happening to our children. They're being radicalized in school. We need to make sure that parents have control over their kids' education. Democrats don't want school choice. They want to block kids from homeschool.
I want school choice.
School. We are going to fight to make sure that every child has the right to live the American dream. And we're also going to fight for our conservative values. They're under attack every day. And it's not just high taxes and government-run health care and open borders, but it's our right to free speech, religious freedom, our Second Amendment rights, the right to life, all the things that we need to continue fighting for and fighting against. look what's happened with China. We have to hold China accountable right now, right here. We have to hold big tech accountable, the thought police, everything that's going on in this cancel culture. We have to stand up for that. That's what David Perdue and I are going to do. But we need your help. So here's your assignment. I need you to contact everyone you know, 500 or 500 of your closest friends each day. What we're going to do is make sure that everyone has a plan to get out and vote early. 7 p.m., early voting. So we've got an assignment.
So she's trying to get everybody to go vote for her in Georgia. She is a psychotic statue. It's actually, she has a little bit of life to her in this video, but this just released a day ago. This was released 12 years ago.
Bestiality, I get it. Some people are into bestiality, right?
Is that legal?
No, it's not legal.
Okay.
Because you're taking advantage of the dog.
Right.
I want to come back to that in a second. But
What?
here's the fact that it's a dog. Like, you're into the dog. But how can you be into this girl? I mean, this woman. I mean, like, I'm not interested in, I don't care if I have a turtle fetish if she's the only woman in America having sex with turtles. I can't get into it. I mean, look at her, right? And then the dude gets involved, and...
Isn't that just like Donald Trump?
Assignment for y'all. President Trump delivered that assignment earlier this month when he was right here in Georgia. He said you have to exercise your right to vote. You have to get out and vote for David Perdue and Kelly
So
Loeffler.
there you go. The authoritarian Führer told you got to go vote.
Washington for years to come. If you're our voice right now.
You got to vote in this rigged, fraudulent democracy that doesn't work and is rigged and...
country. We are the firewall to stopping socialism. That's not an exaggeration because you heard Chuck Schumer say, now we take Georgia, then we change America. And he's laid out his radical socialist agenda.
Neoliberals in Congress are not socialists.
Government-run health.
They're not communists.
Lockdowns, permanent lockdowns that you see happening in Democratic
All right, the permanent lockdown is authoritarian as fuck. That's true.
Absolutely wrong for Georgia. It's wrong for America. And we are going to hold the line right here in Georgia. Right? Yes? Okay, so we've got more work to do because we have to make sure that everyone understands it's not just radical policies, it's radical candidates like radical liberal Raphael Warnock, who would be first in line to defund the police. He thugs, bullies, and a threat to our children. And as Brady mentioned, you saw our brave men and women of law enforcement in Nashville yesterday running into the fire, keeping citizens safe.
Yeah, they were. I agree with that. I agree with both at the same time.
That is wrong for Georgia.
It's not double think.
Stand with our men and women of law enforcement.
Want America to live up to its promise.
For our military, our brave men and women in the military, where Raphael Warnock said you can't...
The military, didn't Donald just defund the military with the NDAA veto? We just ended all the wars. He just cut the purse strings. Why would they override that? Don't override that veto. Let's just end the wars. Let's have enough money to bring the troops home.
And, you know, and here's the thing. So, now, on the one hand, you think, you know what happened, by the way? It explains in the police report. The dogs would ejaculate. Okay, they would arrive. Let's put it that way, right? So then I think, is it really dog rape if the dog came, right?
Oh, Cenk.
Okay, but then, of course, they took it over the top. Right? I'm just telling you what's in the police report, okay? And the dude...
So Cenk just asked, is it dog rape if the dog came?
Dude, of course, went German style. And he stuck his hand in the dog.
TMI!
Well, why
TMI!
do that? Okay. And why, people are crazy, man. Why? Humans, there's plenty of humans. Look at John Edwards. He found one. Okay. If you're going to do crazy stuff, do it with a human. Right? The dog didn't have that coming. That's not right. So now, yeah, they're in a lot of trouble, man. They're going to have to go there and be like, yeah. They have to pull an R. Kelly defense. I have a mole. The guy had the woman with having the sex with the dog.
No, they're done. More than 100 times they taped it. I mean, there's no question it's them in the tape. Like, it's just disgusting.
The names of the...
Anna Kasparian's 100%, and he's going to make a couple more jokes, but I think he's more disgusting than Loeffler. Let's hear her talk about radical Raphael Warnock.
Serve God and serve the military. Now look, he'd stand with Chuck Schumer in reducing funding to our military, cutting pay raises for troops. He would cut our national security. We say, God bless the men and women of our military. God bless our veterans. That's right. There's so much more work to do. We have to keep standing up for our conservative values. While Raphael Warnock stands for socialism and Marxism, look, in Georgia,
Nice.
we can't be the first state to elect our first
That
Marxist.
sounds good. Is she trying to make him sound better? I don't understand her tactics here.
Socialism in our debate. He wrote a book and he praised Marxism 100 times. He celebrated Fidel Castro. He celebrated Jeremiah Wright as a prophet. Yes, anti-American Jeremiah Wright. That is wrong for Georgia. What David Perdue and I have been doing is
Jeremiah Wright is a badass.
every single Georgian can live the American dream. Like
They bombed Nagasaki. They bombed Hiroshima. And now they are indignant for the things that they have done.
Never bring Washington to Georgia. I am taking Georgia to Washington.
The whole state
And look,
won't fit.
there's a lot going on up there that we've got to hold the line on. And right now, what's under attack is our basic freedoms in this country. Yes, we need better health care. We have to have health care that protects pre-existing...
Yep, Kelly Loeffler talking about health care is
Obamacare
easier
failed Georgia. 130,000
to listen to.
Georgians have lost health care.
What the fuck, dude? Cenk Uygur is way more Alabama than what the fuck I thought. Jesus Christ, that motherfucker is Alabama through and through.
We also have to protect school.
What the fuck?
Look at what's happening to our children. They're being radicalized in school. We need
No,
to make
Cenk.
sure that
No.
parents have control of their kids' education. Democrats
No.
don't want school choice. They want to block kids from homeschool, from religious school, from vocational school. We are going to fight to make sure that
School choice is fine. Okay, Kelly Loeffler. That's, I hope you lose your election.
We're gonna fight
Peace.
for our conservative